All right, welcome back. It's gonna be another Bitcoin video. You know, same shit, different day. I mean, on the monthly time frame, is what. Here we are. Get this bearish for value gap that formed after we inverted this bullish monthly fair value gap. Which, if history tells us anything, once you get an inversion fair value gap or a break of structure on the monthly time frame, it usually confirms bear market or bull market. I've been talking about this last couple videos, and it still seems to be holding true. We've filled orders in this monthly bearish fair value gap, and we've had a strong rejection from it. And then this down here is on the weekly time frame. We had a weekly bearish fair value gap. Orders got filled. Price is now currently rejecting from these levels. And this area, like 94 grand, has been a very strong area of resistance. And this here, this 80,000 level, that's where your external sell side liquidity is sitting. So if you go down to the daily time frame, my last video, what I basically said was we were starting to see orders get filled, prices pushing back down. We inverted this daily fair value gap. And I said if we broke structure here at this level at $90,000 and $90, even though we have this bearish fair value gap, price doesn't necessarily need to go back in there, because with this break of structure, price is now balanced. Now price could go back up in here because we do have external buy side liquidity up here. So it could have just took out some liquidity and then moved down, but I was more on the bearish side, where I was like, we already broke structure, we inverted a daily fair value gap, price is likely to continue lower. And I pointed out this level here is your internal sell side liquidity, and then this one has your external sell side liquidity, and that's exactly what price did. We closed below this level, broke structure, balanced price action on the daily. We did see a little bit of a relief, but currently we're taking out this internal sell side, and I am not really expecting too much to happen. I don't think we're going to see too much of like some fucking huge relief pullback, whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to go right down to this external sell side liquidity, take out these levels. It's going to be at $80,566. That's the level I'm looking for. I do think we're probably going to hit this within the next couple of days, because we have a ton of resting buy orders to the downside. We got some here, and our next level really to look out for, if price comes down in here and it really doesn't seem price comes down to here and we don't start seeing strong moves to the upside, our next level I'm looking at is this 74,434. We have a bunch of resting orders down here too that haven't been taken out yet. But that's really all I got. Like I said, I can't take any trades because I can't short Bitcoin. I'm in the US, so nothing I can do. Basically, I'm just giving my 2 cents. This is nothing that you should take into account and make trades off of because of what I'm saying. I'm just a random schmuck on the internet. I'm going to keep saying that. But my very first video I made about this, I talked about this monthly inversion fair value gap being the start of the bear market, and so far it seems to be taking place. And if you compare this price action from 2022 to here, we're pretty much playing out, repeating history. Let me see if I can get the fuck out of here. So it's like right before the top in 2021, we saw this peak, 65 grand. We did see a bit of a pullback. Price peaked out. We did make a higher low, saw a bit of a relief, and then we just dumped, right? So that's basically what is happening again. We We originally peaked January 2025. That put us at 109 grand. Saw a bit of a pullback, and this is on the weekly time frame. Made this higher low. Saw the true peak 2025, 126,272 bucks. Inverted this monthly fair value gap. Made a higher low. We're starting to see the relief, like we did back in 2022. This zone here is mimicking this price action here. Saw a bit of a relief, and then we dumped. So once we closed below this external sell side liquidity, that was it. So if we have, well, this is on the weekly time frame, so I'd be more confident in saying that we're going to continue even lower if we get a weekly close below this level of 80,586. And like I said before, generally we lose about 80% of the value of Bitcoin from all-time high a year after we peak, give or take a few days, and that would put us around 26,000. I think it's like 25,500 bucks, something like that if I do the math. So we could see greater potential downside in the coming year. And basically my only strategy now is just stack as much cash as I can until October. And then that's when I'm going to start just buying back in. And then over the next 3 years, I'm just going to keep putting money into it every month, just dollar cost average. If the Bitcoin halving happens, I believe it's going to be March 2028. That would put the top of the bull run around early September of 2029. So that's basically my strategy. Stack cash, buy back in October. At that point, all my taxes will be paid on the money I made for the last few years. And then I'm just going to rinse and repeat, and hopefully it works out. So, but that's basically all I got. Not much has changed, except that we are starting to play out this bearish move towards our external sell side after we just took out internal sell side, and that's it. Still think price is going to dump even further. I think there is plenty of room to the downside for price to go.